Hello and welcome to another episode of Nyenpi Plays Virtue's Last Reward. But this is no ordinary episode. This is not just another episode. This is episode 50. By God, we've got a lot to go still. Technically, what was that 26, 27 more episodes until we beat 999, which is practically a given. But it's just a case of how much. Last episode, we aced the lab, like, so well. And we were held up by Dios. Hopefully there's not a... Actually, I do hope there's another Cockney talking robot. Yeah, Dios. Hey, hold on a minute. Oh yeah, last night, just to give a sense of when the, this was recorded, 19th of June. Isn't that the Don't Hug Me I'm Scared day? I could have sworn that's like the day on the Don't Hug Me I'm Scared calendar. Anyway, yeah, today was the at midnight Nintendo Direct. Technically we got a new, not really a new Danganronpa. It's by Chukyo Games, the joint pet project of Kodaka and Uzukoshi. You know, the makers of Danganronpa, and what I'm playing right now. This is the genius of Kataru Uzukoshi. So if he's behind it, I know it should have at least something going for it. But we also got the 2D, the Legend of Link, and a new Mario Party, which is good. Anyway, what is Dio holding us on about?
There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check.
Alright.
Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
IG Replicator? Which we just completely... Yeah, okay,
First
thank
off,
you.
this machine.
Thank you. I checked it like 50 times, and I'm like, dude, why are you just saying this isn't really
We
that
didn't even
important?
end up using this thing, did we? I was just
Yeah.
wondering what it was.
Try how I'm supposed to answer that. This idea, there's a name or something. IG Replicator, yep.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
It's like a copy machine.
Yeah, probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Instagram! Any ideas?
Who knows?
Instagram, wait, when did Instagram release? Because I'm pretty sure this would have been before its
Ice
time.
cream by the gallon?
That's good. Sorry, I was watching a BoJack Horseman clip. Ice cream by the gallon. Of course! This machine must be here so we can just make all the ice cream we want. You nuts. When did Instagram release? 2010. Oh my god, Instagram was around. Wouldn't have been big, but you're one idiotic girl. You know that. Jesus, that's pretty blunt, dude. In other words, an IG.
Oh, good one.
Oh, I'm glad she'd like that, cause like, being like, you know, Clover, you're an idiotic girl. That's not even a joke. That's you just sort of bullying her.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes.
Every time's the time for stupid jokes.
There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
Hey, her name is Clover. He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame. I hung myself in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
It's
That's right.
immunoglobulin.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal in some sort of vial in the safe, right?
One that says immunoglobulin, IG.
The vial. Could you show it to me again? I didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Excelavir?
Oh, exactly. Oh, because immunoglobulin is just what it is in general. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. So we're gonna run back and be like, and Luna's gonna be like, oh, it's the dose. It's in immunoglobulin. Some call it IG. Anyway, let's put it into Quark. Like, wait, IG, and then we go back, and then by the time we come back, someone's dead. That's right, we're right down the label. Excelavir.
You really are an idiot.
What? Oh,
Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
what? I don't. No. The words were barely out of my mouth, but when he moved. No, don't tell me. Is he gonna, what? What? He's gonna steal it? Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. Hey, what gives?
What are you doing?
Oh no. Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
Or not later. Give it back now.
I don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game...
Oh no. God damn it! Oh, fuck. Oh no. No, 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 no. It's gonna... Oh, God damn it, that's good. It's... How would that... If we want it back, we're gonna have to vote ally. But that kills me. I'm not gonna sacrifice myself for Quark, am I? Oh, God damn it!
You have to choose ally.
Yeah. Could you imagine this is all a ruse? I choose ally and he chooses ally. He's like, oh, okay, thanks for cooperating. Ally? Wait, is that why you took the medicine? To blackmail me?
That's horrible! You're using Quark's life as leverage!
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
Realized until it started to hurt that I curled my hands into fists. Punch him, punch him, punch him! They would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you.
Or what? If I take it back by force and you shoot the hostage, then I can just vote betray. I'm like, yeah, sure, but like...
You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
Alright. Do it. You wouldn't shoot your hostage. Because then, what, you're gonna kill me? I'm gonna go back to the others and be like, hey, this guy tried to blackmail me and kill Quark, but Quark killed me, but Quark is gonna be dead. I just spoke it gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
I mean... I guess... But then also, like, that whole thing is just... What am I gonna say? Like, none of this matters if I never wanted to save Quark anyway. Like... I mean, there is no guarantee he's gonna vote betray, but... God damn... You know, it's so funny. The one reason I chose this room, this door, was because I'm like, yes, I finally get to betray Dio. And now it's the one time where I probably shouldn't. Damn it.
That's not fair.
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever.
It's about being Clover. And you're winning.
It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage.
Yeah, that's
How
true.
unfair you can be. So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick ally?
I'm considering it. Do I keep up? Because that would mean I go 3 routes. That would mean I go 3 routes. Oh, God damn it. 3 routes, all allied. And that means... Wait, what? That means... I know it's kind of spoiling. I might sacrifice myself. Fine. I promise.
Sigma!
Yeah, I might. You idiot.
Oh, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works. But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and... well, you know what happens. See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
A self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out the room. God damn it, dude.
Are you really going to do what he says?
It kind of throws my Dio is the mastermind theory a little bit out the window. Not all the way, but like dangling by its arms, because it's like, would the mastermind be that? I guess Santa had a lot of things last game, and he was kind of in cahoots. Yeah.
Sigma, you've only got one BP right now. If we choose ally and he chooses betray,
I know. I'll drop the -1. That means I'll get penalized.
but that means
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? Don't do as he says, he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will.
so you're going to die to save his life? That's
Very noble. How look, we're alone in a lab together. How will I ever be able to reward you for your handsome sacrifice? Oh, I can think of a couple ways you can reward me, Clover. She's gonna say stupid.
why would you do that?
I don't know. In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Why aren't I getting rewarded with my maiden in a locked room alone together? Everybody else is probably finished already. I'm finished, joke, I don't know. But they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response. God damn, dude. This was meant to be a celebration episode, episode 50, and now we've actually got a goddamn choice. Damn, dude. Very interesting. I don't know. Wow. And it still hasn't.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
By who?
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Damn.
Sorry,
Oh, screw you,
I went
dude.
ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. With his hands to the moon key, twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you, I'm really looking forward to the next round.
That's around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back. As was fine. And of course, Clover. And the two milkmen. Where are Tenmyoji and the rest
They're
of them?
in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
Good for them. Only they had some sort of antidote. I see.
How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
A change then, huh?
Right. So what was your room, Sigma?
Laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, yeah.
Was there any of that Excelivir?
Yeah, there was. It's right over there in his pocket.
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelivir in here.
I don't know why. I pictured, like, I guess it's not really like the SpongeBob thing, but it's like as Sigma is like replaying this memory in his head, he's saying it out loud. He's like, do you reckon there'd be any Excelivir? Don't tell those other idiots you found some Excelivir in there. No, we didn't. Wait, did you say there was Excelivir in there? Oh, whoops. I thought that was in my head.
I hear one word about it.
Oh, so yeah, classic Spike Chunks off flashback into 5 minutes ago.
Shattering on the floor.
Wait a minute, what did they ask me? Shoo! Is there any Accelavir in there? I asked for Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
Beside me, Clover bit her lip. So how to go with you? Find anything interesting? I only shook her head. The unison of movement that almost looked choreographed. Alex and Kay shrugged. It was choreographed.
Where does that leave us? We still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
Anyone got any jokes?
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
Tell her, tell her, tell her. I mean, also don't.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice Kay and Tenmyoji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something.
Yeah, idiots.
Perhaps there's some Accelavir hidden somewhere in there.
Wink, wink. Boo-hoo, gah.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too.
Glad that's settled.
There's something in this far side, I think. I don't know. She nodded to... Where's the old lady? Oh no, she's still there. They're both in the infirmary. She nodded to Clover, and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Okay then, I get sentimental when I'm sipping whiskey. Guess we should be going to
Hold on.
Jim Malcolm in the Middle.
Show me that journal first.
Oh no.
Dio told me about it.
Right.
He wouldn't tell me anything about the lab except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language.
And he's right.
He said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
The BS language is just like French. Yeah, one sec. Yeah, one sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket. How small is this? How big are my pockets? And handed it to Fari. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Oh. Yeah, make that. I could have probably guessed that. Pig Latin. Latin? You can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So, in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly.
Hey, it's not dead. We found. Oh, we did find a gravestone with Latin on it, so that's kind of an indicator. It's maybe a bit of a dead language.
This looks like some kind of research log. It's not gonna be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff.
Hey, you don't know that.
I can understand a little of it, mostly conjunctions and things like that. But most of these words I've never even seen before.
I started to leaf through the book again, and as she spoke, suddenly she stopped.
Wait,
Alright.
I can read this one.
Ah.
Page 216. This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
What's it say?
Don't rush me.
That's what it
This
says.
is gonna take a minute.
We got 40.
Interesting. All right, I think I got it.
Yep, I got it. I don't know what it says.
It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
Ooh. Why are they talking about that?
Not sure.
Like a virus research lab, dude.
Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
Right. When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. Is this the stuff that was in... Yes, damn. Oh. Oh. Is this just going to be what I... Each in the brain currently operates at a 1-to-1 basis with regards to time. Radical 6 produces 1 to radical 6th, or approximately 1 to 0.408. Each second outside is 0.408 inside. Therefore, 1 second inside is 2.45, or radical 6 seconds outside. In other words, when 10 seconds pass in the real world, a patient infected with radical 6 would only feel as if about 4 seconds had passed. Or it'd be closer to... What? Yeah, alright. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Radical is another term for what is known as the root operation, the function inverse to the taking of power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe or super cool. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there is as of yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction of mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes only 10 seconds have passed, in fact 24.5 seconds have passed, given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to try and take their own life, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that the targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, being unable to develop one. It seems that our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we have been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I've continued my efforts to discover alternative treatment. Given my current rate of process, I predict that I'll have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading in and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels like as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are stray cats, grown fat over a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away in the government. And by the government, in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. So it is stuff we already know, but it's very interesting. Is that us? Oh, that's a lot of information. Now I know what the virus does to you though. Get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Just depression. Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was trying to kill himself.
There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Accelerate that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
That's true, that's what I was thinking. Hold on a second. Getting confused. Is this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
There's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving
So it
on.
might have been written this year. No, probably not.
The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too.
This is quite literally a Danganronpa V3 situation.
After we read it, we
Read
all
it!
thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities?
And what if this was the end of the episode? That's right. I'm splitting them up as much as I can. We gotta get through this game. I don't know, ironically getting through this game quicker would be to have more longer episode. I don't know. What is it, 24 minutes? That's a perfectly normal episode time. This has been episode 50. How have we been? It was kind of a little bit of a downer. We were kind of forced to vote ourselves to death and learn that the world is in decay and there's a virus running rampant, but isn't that the fun of Zero Escape? So I've been Yempy, you've been Yempy Nation. See you in the next one.
Whoa! You just made it to the end of another awesome Yenby video. Congratulations! There's plenty more where that came from. Click the subscribe button for more fun videos.